I, Rose of Easy B Batch, is here to explain about GPS technology. First, we can see a small introduction about GPS technology. The Global Positioning System is a satellite based navigation system. It is based on a constellation of about 24 satellites orbiting the Earth at altitudes of approximately 11,000 to 12,000 miles. The concept of GPS was introduced by United States Department of Defense, that is DoD. Now we can see about what is GPS technology. The GPS, originally Navasta GPS, is a satellite based radio navigation system owned by the United States government and operated by the United States Space Force. It provides geolocation and time information to a GPS receiver anywhere on or near the Earth where there is an unobstructed line of sight to 4 or more GPS satellites. From this, it is very clear that GPS can show our exact location wherever we are on the Earth. The only condition is that it need an unobstructed line of sight to 4 or more GPS satellites. Now we can see what are the basic concepts of GPS. The GPS concept is based on time and the non-position of GPS specialized satellites. The GPS receiver actually calculates its own position and time based on data received from multiple GPS satellites. Each satellite carries an accurate record of its position and time and transmits the data to the receiver. The satellite carry very stable atomic clocks that are synchronized with one another and with ground clocks. Atomic clocks are clocks whose timekeeping mechanism is based on the interaction of electromagnetic radiation with excited states of certain atom. They are synchronized, that is, they are adjusted to show the same time as one another and with the ground clocks. Any drift from time maintained on the ground is corrected daily. In the same manner, the satellite location are known with great precision. Now we can see about the structure of GPS. The GPS consists of three major segments. They are space segment, control segment, and user segment. Here we can see a picture showing all the three segments. Now we can see about space segment. Space segment actually composed of 24 to 32 satellites or space vehicles in medium Earth orbit or MEO. That is, the GPS space segment consists of a constellation of satellites transmitting radio signals to users, and each satellite revolves the Earth twice a day. It also includes the payload adapters to the boosters required to launch them into orbit. Now we can go with control system. It consists of a master control station MCS, an alternative master control station, 4 dedicated ground antennas and 6 dedicated monitor stations. The control segment actually track GPS satellites, monitor their transmission, perform analysis and send commands and data to the constellation. What monitor stations actually do is that they track GPS satellite as they pass overhead. Master control station provides command and control of the GPS constellation, and ground antennas they send commands, navigation data uploads and processor program loads to satellite. Next is user segment. It consists of GPS receiver which collects and processes signals from the GPS satellites and use that information to determine and display the location, speed, time and so on. So user segment actually contains a receiver that collects signals from GPS satellites, and those signals are used to determine the location, speed, time, etc. The accuracy and reliability is enhanced as the number of visible satellite increases. Now we can see about the advantages of GPS. GPS can be used anywhere in the world. It is powered by world satellites, so it can be accessed anywhere. All you need is that a solid tracking system and a GPS receiver. So if we have a solid tracking system and a GPS receiver, we can track our location wherever on the earth. It provides users with information based on location in real time. This is helpful in different applications such as mapping. Now we can see about the disadvantages of GPS. The GPS signal is affected by the atmosphere, electromagnetic interference, ionosphere, etc. This results in an error of the GPS signal of about 5 to 10 meters. However, different receivers have different levels of accuracy. The next major disadvantage of the GPS is that its chip is hungry for power and that drains the battery in 8 to 12 hours. This requires replacement or recharge of the battery quite frequently. Now, conclusion about GPS technology. GPS is a network of satellites that continuously transmit coded information which makes it possible to precisely identify location on the earth by measuring distance from satellite. The distance from satellite to the receiver is known by the time delay between satellite transmits a signal and receiver receives it. The GPS satellite broadcasts signals from space, and each GPS receiver uses these signals to calculate its location, that is 3D location, which includes latitude, longitude, altitude, etc. GPS, although was developed for military purposes, it had more numbers of civilian users nowadays. And GPS is considered most advanced and accurate commercially available and multi-use satellite navigation system that has ever been existed, because the performance of GPS over many years have earned the confidence of million users all over the world. Thank you.